The real test isn't what you understand when life is quiet. The real test comes in the first 10 seconds after your mind starts putting pressure on you. Before you explain it, before you can analyze it, before you have time to sound wise, there's a small window where one thought can suddenly change everything. Your body tightens, your attention locks, your options start to disappear. And before you even realize it, you're not really responding to life anymore. You're responding to the pressure created by a sentence in your mind. And that's the moment most people miss. Not because they are weak, not because they don't care. They miss it because the shift happens so fast. But you can learn to catch that moment. And when you catch it, you can do something with it before it starts doing something with you. Welcome to MindLit Labs. I'm David Cook. Now I want to give you 5 practical tools for diffusing unwanted thoughts. As you listen, notice how these tools work at slightly different levels. Some help you catch a thought, some help you step back from it, others help you loosen its grip. Together, they support what people often call cognitive diffusion. They are simple, they're trainable, and they're repeatable. Tool number 1, I'm having the thought that. Start with one negative or unwanted thought, then say this out loud slowly. I'm having the thought that, fill in the blank. Say it again, then say it one more time. When you do this, you shift from the content of the thought to the process of thinking. You move from being inside the thought to observing the thought. You move from this is true to this is a thought that is happening right now. And that shift matters because a thought observed is different from a thought obeyed. Tool number 2, name the pattern. Take the thought and label the category. You might say, this is a worst case forecast. This is a mind reading story. This is a delay script. Labeling doesn't argue with the thought. It creates distance from the thought. It changes the thought status. And categories are easier to carry than prophecies. Tool number 3, thank you, mind. When the thoughts show up, say, thank you, mind. Not sarcastically, not dramatically, just neutral. Like your phone sent you a notification you didn't ask for. This works because it breaks the fight. And that's important because when you fight a thought, you're treating it like it has authority. But when you say, thank you, mind, you're not surrendering to the thought, nor are you climbing into the ring with it. You're acknowledging it and stepping out of the ring. Tool number 4, word repetition. Take one key word or short phrase from the distressing thought. Then repeat it out loud for 20 to 45 seconds. Repeat it long enough that it starts to lose its usual meaning and you begin to hear it more as sound than truth. That experience gives you an important clue. Words are symbols. Your mind adds the meaning, your mind adds the emotion, and your mind supplies the authority. So when a word or thought feels overpowering, you don't need a debate. You need a different relationship with the symbol. Tool number 5, child's voice. This last tool is more personal, and for some people it may feel sensitive, but it can also be very effective. When an old painful thought shows up, try hearing it in the voice of your much younger self. Not to mock it, not to dismiss it, but to understand where it may have come from. Many fused thoughts begin much earlier in life. A child experiences something painful, confusing, frightening, or overwhelming, and then that child tries to make sense of it. And they do so using only the understanding they have at the time. A 3, 4, or 5-year-old does the best they can, and maybe their conclusion was, I'm not safe, I'm alone, something's wrong with me, people leave, I have to stay in control. A child's interpretation is still a child's interpretation. So when you hear the thought in that younger voice, you create a little space. You remember that the thought may have started as an interpretation, not as a reality. And you can care for that younger part of you without letting its conclusions run your adult life. That doesn't erase the pain, and it doesn't mean the experience didn't matter. It simply helps you separate the child from the thought, and the thought from the truth. Now let's keep this honest. Defusion doesn't erase thoughts. It doesn't guarantee that a thought will stop showing up. And it isn't a cure-all. Meta-awareness will not make every thought pleasant. Decentering won't make every thought disappear. Defusion won't make you emotionally invincible. But all three can help you stop getting yanked around so automatically. The win isn't silence. The win is choice. That's the distinction. At first, these shifts may feel subtle. You may only notice a small change. You may not feel completely free. You may not feel totally calm. You may not feel thoroughly confident. You may only notice just enough space to choose your next move. But that counts, because a small change can be the difference between I spiraled and I stayed with my plan. And small changes add up. So no, this isn't a silver bullet for complete emotional control. It's a trainable stance, and that's powerful enough. So how do you actually use this in real life? Use one question. Is this thought helping me move toward what I value? Don't start with, is it true? Can I defeat it? Why am I like this? Just ask, is this helping me take the next right step? If yes, use it. If not, diffuse it and move on. Here is a simple and familiar 3-step micro protocol. Step 1, notice the thought. That's the catch. I'm having the thought that. Step 2, name the thought. This is a prediction. This is a story, a script, an old pattern. That creates distance. Step 3, choose an action. Choose one small action that points toward what matters. Not a huge action, not a perfect action, not a dramatic life makeover. Just one small action. Maybe it takes 2 minutes. Maybe it's one phone call. Perhaps it's just opening the document or taking a walk. Maybe it's apologizing. It's doing the next faithful thing in front of you. And that action weakens the thought's control. That's it. Simple doesn't mean shallow. This is what it looks like to stop letting mental noise manage your life. And once you start practicing this, you begin to see it everywhere. From a theological perspective, this question becomes even sharper, because not every thought lines up with truth. Jesus said in John 8, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Notice that carefully. Truth frees. Not every thought frees you. Some thoughts trap you. Some accuse you. Some keep you rehearsing fear. Some keep you living under a verdict God didn't give. And when a thought condemns you, this matters even more. 1 John 3 says, whenever our hearts condemn us, God is greater than our heart. That means your internal voice is not the highest authority. Your thoughts may be loud. They may feel persuasive. They may feel urgent. They may even sound familiar, but that doesn't make them true. Some thoughts need to be questioned. Some need to be released. And some need to be brought before God, while others need to be replaced with what is actually true. And that lines up directly with what we've been saying. You are not your thoughts. And not every thought deserves control over your life. Let's bring this together. Cognitive diffusion isn't about eliminating thoughts. It's about changing your relationship to them. Meta-awareness helps you notice the thought. Decentering helps you step back from it, and diffusion reduces its control over your behavior. The goal isn't silence, the goal is choice. Because when you stop treating every thought like truth, you stop letting those thoughts manage you. So here's the question I want you to carry with you. What is one thought you have been treating like truth? One thought you tend to believe simply because it keeps showing up. The one that quietly changes your tone, your choices, your confidence, your obedience, even your next step. When that thought shows up, say, I'm having the thought that, then name it. This is a prediction. This is an old story, whatever it might be. Then ask, what is one small step that moves me towards what actually matters? Not a perfect action, just the next faithful step. Because the thought may still be there, but it doesn't have to be in charge. If this helped you create even a little space between the thought that shows up and the choice you make, share it with someone who feels trapped inside their own thinking. Because someone you know might not need another argument with their mind. They may just need a way to step back from it. And remember this, not every thought deserves agreement. Some thoughts are meant to be noticed, some are meant to be named, some are meant to be released, and some are meant to be answered with one small act of obedience towards what is true. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay aware, stay curious, stay compassionate, and always keep your mind lit. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and follow MindLit Labs, where we explore the convergence of mind, meaning, and faith. Our goal is to help you to think deeper, live wiser, and stay grounded in what's true, good, and beautiful.